Hey guys, so this month we're going to be doing our house church videos a little bit differently. We're going to be going through the book Close Conflict and the whole idea of conflict. So every week we're going to be processing some of what we talked about during the service. So I want to be asking some different questions, and we're going to be having different readings for this week and for next week. And this week we're going to go from page 2 to 12, and we're going to talk through some of the stuff we discussed today. So one of the first questions that I want to discuss is the idea of conflict being like a controlled versus uncontrolled intersection. And like, have you ever been in a conflict where you're the smaller vehicle and there's other vehicles just running rampant? Conversely, have you ever been in a place where you're the bigger vehicle, just driving wherever you want to go? So take some time and just discuss what this looks like. So the next thing I want to discuss is the idea of like a free, healthy relationship is completely dependent on the self-control of the individual. So have you ever been in a place, in a conflict, where the other person has no self-control and you're just trying to hold it together and deal with how they act? Have you ever been that person who's been in a place of no self-control? And as we step into this, like, how do we develop self-control to where we can sit down together every time and be steady and act righteously? How do we develop that? Next, I want to discuss, why do you think God came up and created the principle of righteousness looking or feeling like bondage at the beginning, but ending in freedom? And conversely, sin or disobedience looking or feeling like freedom at the beginning, but always ending in bondage. So we're always building one of two kingdoms, man's kingdom or God's kingdom. I just want to take a second and discuss what this looks like when it applies to conflict, how we decide to build his kingdom over our own kingdom. So often God's judgments are confused with his wrath, and they're completely different. So I want to discuss the difference between those, and especially, why are his judgments to be desired? So the result of all conflict must be to abandon my own position and step into the Father's position. Are there any conflicts that you're currently in or a part of that the Lord is asking you to abandon your position and step onto his side? Let's take some time, if we want to discuss those, take some time and pray about those areas of our life.